When it comes to advanced healthcare, geography often dictates survival. In underserved global regions, severe medical infrastructure deficits leave entire populations vulnerable. Children born with congenital heart defects in these communities face an immediate lifelong threat. Without intervention, their conditions consistently lead to chronic, debilitating health problems or premature death. Then there is rheumatic heart disease, or RHD. This is a highly preventable condition that often starts with a simple strep infection. But without early detection and management, it damages the heart valves and becomes a deadly threat to adults. Fixing these conditions requires highly specialized, expensive surgical equipment. For local hospitals operating on shoestring budgets, acquiring this gear is financially impossible. Surviving a heart defect in these regions relies entirely on an unfair lottery of geography and wealth, rather than the availability of modern medicine.
For nearly 4 decades, an organization called CardioStart International has been actively fighting this geographic disparity. This map shows the massive historical scale of their operations. They have executed 127 surgical missions across 43 different countries. Sustaining a logistical footprint this large requires serious capital. How does an NGO consistently fund and supply high-tech surgical operations on a global scale? The answer points to the picturesque, upscale cowboy town of Sisters, Oregon. Here, you'll find the CardioStart resale thrift store. It serves as the primary financial engine for these global missions. Spearheaded by Sherry McGuire, the store runs on a highly sustainable business model. They take donated, gently used household items and boutique clothing and turn those retail sales directly into medical funding. Every local bargain purchased in this shop translates into a life-saving procedure thousands of miles away. The retail revenue generated at the cash register is immediately funneled into the CardioStart volunteer portal to initiate the next deployment. These funds mobilize a highly specialized workforce. Volunteer nurses, doctors, and medical staff from around the world coordinate through the portal to unite for the mission. Equipping these teams requires an enormous supply chain. To date, CardioStart has organized 126 large-scale shipments of medical supplies sent globally. These containers carry the vital, high-cost surgical gear and consumables that the destination hospitals completely lack. Community dollars successfully bridge the gap between willing medical experts and lacking local infrastructure. Once on site in locations like the Dominican Republic, the medical teams operate on 2 primary fronts. Their first pillar of intervention is providing direct pediatric and adult care for life-threatening congenital heart defects. The volunteer surgical teams operate in a high-stakes environment, relying on advanced equipment like cardiac ultrasounds to make critical, real-time decisions. Their second pillar of intervention focuses on the active field detection, diagnosis, and preventative management of rheumatic heart disease. This chart illustrates the compounding math of these direct interventions. Out of 7,165 outreach patients evaluated, 1,865 required and received successful surgical interventions. These surgeries turn a fatal diagnosis into a manageable recovery, preventing the premature deaths that result when heart conditions are left unaddressed. But there is a limitation to the volunteer model. Treating individuals is only a temporary fix if the local medical system remains unskilled. To solve this, CardioStart operates under a core mandate: training for the future. Volunteer surgeons work side by side in the operating room with local staff, transferring complex cardiac skills through direct hands-on education. This deep level of collaboration is the only way to ensure continuity of care long after the CardioStart team leaves the country. This model establishes a self-sustaining cycle of cardiac care by leaving behind a local doctor fully equipped to perform the next surgery independently. The organization's ultimate vision is a world where access to cardiac care can be realized by everyone. That goal is backed by a 38-year legacy and the 2,095 mission volunteers who have stepped up to serve. And it all traces back to the racks of a thrift store in Oregon. Whether volunteering medical skills, donating online, or simply shopping with purpose in Sisters, every individual action is a vital piece in this ongoing mission to save lives.